enough of all the silliness. Let's get into the cocktail, or as in tonight's case, the mocktail. So Nikki, let's go ahead and bring you up here. How are you doing tonight, Nikki?
Aloha, I'm wonderful. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Enjoying the new year so far. We're what, on day 4? No, no catastrophes. No, we seem to be doing all right so far.
Thank you for having me. I was really stoked to come in, especially the first show of the year. I know it's non-alcoholic tiki, booze-free tiki, as I like to call it, but it's fun for people who are deciding to maybe dry out a little bit after the holiday season and do a dry January situation, or maybe just kind of chill out a little bit, or have what we call a bridger. So if you want to have a non-alcoholic drink in between really heavily loaded ones to kind of maintain throughout your evening. So I like to come and share that with you.
And that seems to be a rising trend, more of the mocktails, people going with good flavored drinks that just happen to not have alcohol in them, but they're really good tasting cocktails, mocktails.
Yeah. And all of these brands that are coming out to the market are really exciting for me, especially I chose Liars a lot in the recipes I've done with you, because they can pretty much be found anywhere. They're super accessible, and their range is anywhere from different rums. You can have the white rum, dark rum, gold rum. They have like 2 new tequila alternatives, gin alternatives. Literally they have an absinthe, which I'm really excited I got, so you can like play with like an old zombie recipe. So their varieties are pretty insane. They also have ready to drinks and champagne style sparkling wine. So
yeah, and I remember I got a chance to taste some of their products at Tiki Oasis last July. So yeah, they're definitely really good mixers for sure.
Yeah, the Saturn was my favorite. The Mai Tai is really good. It's a little different, obviously, because of how we have to mix it, right? Because of what's available, but it does the job, to be honest with you. As someone who like now doesn't drink anymore, I really get all of the flavors when you incorporate things like orgeat, and you have all of those flavors of the tiki, not necessarily like the ethanol, So
right.
Nice.
All right, well, let's get into making the cocktail, huh?
Sure, I love that. I already got things together here, so I didn't make too much noise. I already crushed some ice in a Lewis bag. If you guys have one of those, they're fun. Get your anger aggression out by hitting it with the mallet. Love that. So we have the Liars Dry London Spirit, or Liars Dry London Spirit, which is
okay. Wait, so I need you to say the name of the cocktail. How do you say it?
Oh, haha! I want to say GinN.
GinN.
Like GinN, but GinN. I was kind of not really coming up with anything like funny gin pun, and that's just the first thing that popped into my head. So we're using the gin alternative by Liars, their London Dry Spirit. So really heavy on the juniper flavors, which I really, really love. We'll go into Dose is another brand. I want to just introduce people to like different brands of the non-alcoholic spirits, because I think that they're really fun. I mean, they're beautiful bottles. They're not, they don't cheap out on the presentation or the quality. So even though there's no booze in it, doesn't mean that it's not flavorful or that it's not enjoyable by any means. So this is like the bittersweet. So I'm going to use this as in place of a Campari style liqueur. Of course, your pineapple. I store it upside down, little trick, I'm sure you all know. Store it upside down, that way you don't have to like shake it up and it's perfectly mixed for you.
Oh, wow, I did not know that. See, that's the first thing I learned of the new year. I'm so excited.
Cool. Yeah, it's better because sometimes it separates. So if you pick it up and so it's perfect. So it kind of mixes for you. Go ahead, add your orgeat. Do you ever make your own orgeat at home?
I do not. It's a chore for me to make simple syrup. So okay. Yeah.
I wanted to, honestly, for tonight, but I was lucky that I had this on hand because, new year, new things, cleaning up, doing all the post-holiday stuff. And grab some fresh lime as well.
Yeah, and I decided this year, instead of taking my vacation during the holidays, I'm on vacation this week. So I took my vacation after all the craziness of the holidays. I'm kind of enjoying that so far.
That's smart. Honestly, that's smart. So I already pre-crushed my ice, you guys, just for fun and fancy time. It's a glass I got from Tiki when I went up to the Northern California over the summer.
Very nice.
Like Oakland area, Alameda, I think, or Oakland. Let's shake her up. All right. Personally, I like the different flavor varieties you can get with the tiki cocktails. Rum, obviously a lot of fun, but when we start doing bourbon beverages or gin beverages, I just like the variety of it all. So that's kind of why I wanted to go with the gin alternative for this case. Little Surfside Sips bamboo straw, if you will.
Yes, indeed. Got to promote those guys. They're awesome.
So sweet. And sensible Luxardo cherry. Why not? And cheers, darlings. Cheers.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. All right. Well, let me go ahead and bring up the gallery here. Everybody raise up the cocktails, mocktails, whatever it is you be drinking tonight. And cheers. Mahalo for joining us on this very first episode of the new year. So definitely glad that you're all here. And so Nikki, this is amazing as always. I wish that I tell all the guests, I'm not being rude or obnoxious. It's just all my stuff's in storage. So I don't get to make the cocktails right now until we are in our new house. So, but it looks like a fantastic drink. I can't wait to try it, quite frankly.
Perfect. Let me know when you do.
I will do that. So I want to ask before we let you go.
Sure.
So what things are you working on? How can people engage the stuff that you do? Because I know you have a really cool Instagram feed, and I'm sure you've got other stuff going on as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. I do have my @tonix.mocktails Instagram and TikTok, where I make non-alcoholic beverages. I really do love #booze-free tiki, because the one thing that I was really bummed out about when I made the decision to stop drinking was that I was going to miss out on all of this. And when I found all these alternatives, it completely had this light bulb go off. I'm like, I don't have to miss out on anything. So being able to grab the grog log and make non-alcoholic alternative beverages with it has made me so happy. So if that's ever anything you're interested in, if you are on antibiotics or pregnant, or the list goes on why people may not be drinking for whatever reason, but you can still have a 0 alcohol beverage and still be a part of the party, still be a part of the fun. And so that's kind of my little tidbit to this world.
Well, definitely appreciate it, because there's a lot of times when you don't want to have a cocktail for one reason or another, or can't. But there's no need to skip out on the taste, and so it's great that you're bringing that to the community.
Thank you. Thank you
so much for having me. Absolutely, I'm glad you came back, and definitely appreciate what you're doing. So thank you.
Happy to be here.
And that Nik Popkow with Tonix Mocktails. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Tiki Trail Live.